Good morning, everyone. This is Linda. I hope you're having a fine day today. All is well here. We've been getting rain every day, but listen, I'm not complaining, not at all. But this is my Napa cabbage. Yeah, she's doing beautiful. Well, listen, family, I stopped in because I wanted to walk around in my garden, just share with you all some things that I'm doing in my garden, and also have a conversation about breaking all the rules. Yeah, I break the rules of gardening every day. Every day. As a matter of fact, seriously, they are not rules to me. They are meant for someone else because in my garden is what I do, right? My garden is my garden and my rules is my rules. And seriously, I don't have any. I grow the way I grow, right? So let me share with you all just some of the rules that the gardening world says I shouldn't do or I should do, right? So one of the things that the gardening rule says is that I should till my soil every year. Tilling my soil. Well, I don't till my soil. No. Now, what I do is I will fluff up the spot in which I am going to put some soil in. I'll put my plant in and I put my plant there. That's all. I don't till my soil at all, family. At all. Yeah. Another thing is, as you're looking at this bed, they say that you shouldn't put certain plants with certain plants or too many plants all together. Well, I didn't get the memo, baby. And this is what I've been doing for years. I plant plants wherever I want them to go, right? Yeah, here is some spinach, some kohlrabi, right? Yeah, that's a cabbage in the bed with them. But this is my yellow heart choy, and something, y'all, was just tagging them. And it seems like it happened in one day. Now these leaves, I've taken the bad leaves off. I'm gonna share them. I'm gonna share them with you. But as you can see, this one I hadn't taken the leaves off, but it wasn't a bug that lived in the soil. It was a snail. Yeah, it was a snail. That's the work of a snail. But that's okay, because I got them. I got them. And these are many of the leaves that I've taken off these yellow heart choys. Yeah, but that's okay, because those leaves is not going to help me or this plant. So I got it all together, right? But there's also another rule that I break in my garden. They say that you should rotate your crop every year. Well, I don't do that, family. I don't rotate crops. I really don't. Wherever I want to plant something, even if I plant the same variety of a plant there last year, that's where it's going to go. That's where it's going to go. As long as I continuously to get a harvest from my garden, family, I don't change things. I don't. Now this is some zinnias I had growing in one of my beds. It was just so many of them. So I've taken a lot of them up and I'm replanting them in some of my Katrina bricks. And I will have flowers over here. But the bed was almost filled with zinnias, right? Yeah. But in the gardening world, when you Google certain things, of course they have an answer for you. They have answers for you. But that is for me now. This is just me talking. That is for their gardening. Maybe that's for your gardening. But I make my own rules over here, right? I make my own rules. And as long as I get a harvest, I'm not trying to live by someone else's rules when it comes to gardening, right? And I understand also if you are a new gardener, a beginner gardener, you want to do things right. And do I understand that? I do. I do, baby. So for the beginner gardeners, pay attention. Read all that you can, not only from Google. Go to an agriculture school's website and learn more that way. And then you will be able to develop your own rules and not try to continuously garden by someone else's rules. But this is just a tip from me, okay? Follow nature. Read about nature. Learn about the forest and the trees, right? Yeah. If you learn about nature, you will have a more understanding of gardening than anything. Let's start with spacing in your garden. They say on the back of the seed packs, they say you have to plant 2 or 3 inches away from their next plant and so on. But if you look in the woods or in the forest, no, baby, trees are all on top of each other and they thrive together. They are thriving. Not only trees, wild berries, bushes, fruit trees, they all thriving in the woods, in the forest, and they need no help from anyone. Their leaves fall to the ground. That is their compost, and they're feeding each other from their leaves. The rain comes, and there is their super juice, right? And all of them feed. So, listen, learn about nature, and you will know more about gardening than anything. Nature tells you. If you want insects, if you want beneficial insects in your garden, it's very easy to get them. Learn about the insect you want in your garden. Learn about the food they love, right? And then plant it. Bees love flowers. So if you plant their food, they will come. They will come, baby. Yeah. You want hummingbirds? Hummingbirds' favorite colors are yellow and red. Yellow and red. So if you want hummingbirds, plant flowers that is yellow and red. Yeah, they will show up. They will. Learn more about your garden and your zone, your area, right? When to plant, what to plant. Now, does variety plays a role in us getting a great harvest? And I would say it does. It does. But sometimes, listen, being in the gardening community and seeing everyone's garden and what they are growing, yeah, you want to grow what everyone is growing. But sometimes something that grows well in my zone will not grow well in your zone. Let me give you a for instance, right? So this is a for instance for you. Rhubarb. Listen, family, I wanted to grow rhubarb. because I seen this video of this man making this rhubarb and strawberry pie, right? And I wanted that thing, but I wanted to grow the rhubarb myself. I didn't want to buy it, right? So I purchased all kinds of rhubarb seeds. And listen, it grew, it germinated, it grew, and I'm looking at it and I'm getting excited. But just as it began to grow, it died. And the reason it died is because rhubarb cannot survive in my climate. Right? So those are just some of the things I would like you to think about when it comes to a variety of a plant. But listen, I'm going to be talking about breaking all the rules in Sunday Night Live this Sunday at 7 Central Time here, right? I hope you join me. So I came out to my plantain trees. I wanted to cut the blossom off many of them, but they were too high. Now I do have a 6-foot ladder in the back of the house, but I didn't want to go get it, and Ben was out here cutting grass today. So I was just looking to see which one can I reach. And no, family, I couldn't reach any of them. So I just hung out and played out there with the plantains. But they're doing great. I want to take the blossom off, because when you take the blossom off, then the plant will start putting all of its energy into the plantains. And that is what I wanted. But I'll do it tomorrow. Later, y'all.